Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm going to solve Wordle number 1194 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for September 25th, 2024. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1194. I'm gonna start with the word tuna. Okay, got the T green, so I've placed T as the first letter, and I also know that R is another letter which goes somewhere else in this word, because the clue of R is yellow. So I'm thinking TR double consonant, and then trail, let's try trail, because, TR and L are, I mean, apart from T, R and L are commonly used consonants, and A and I are vowels, which I want to try, so trail it is. Okay, never mind. But this is this is good for, making deductions. I know that the only vowel that I have not guessed is O. So I am going to use an O. Why, I'm not so sure about, but O is a must. And I now know that R either goes third or fourth. Let's see which one it ends up being. It could be something like throw. THR. Triple consonant. Um, I actually might try this, because I can't really think of um other words for now. Yeah, I'm not sure. So let me just try throw and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's torch. A triple consonant ending instead of at the beginning. So TO, um, well, O is a vowel for sure, and then R, and then CH. So RCH triple consonant ending. Yeah, it has to be torch. Nothing else nothing else satisfied the clues other than torch. So yeah, it must be torch. Got today's Wordle answer in 4 tries. So yeah. Um, I just guessed, I just made my guesses based on the previous clues I got. So yeah. Um, from the first and second clue, I placed the T and made deductions of where R could go and not go. So yeah, so close yet so far on my third guess, and eventually guess today's Wordle answer torch in 4 tries. Yeah, I'll take today's performance. I think it's alright. So yeah, this is Wordle number 1194. Let me now move on to New York Times Sudoku. So I'll be solving the hard difficulty Sudoku for September 25th. So let's get this started. What do I see? These 8s point right. These 6s force the digit 6 into one of these 2 cells in block 2. Okay, these 6s force the digit 6 into one of these 2 no. Why am I on candidate? Okay, well, these 6s force the digit 6 into one of these 2 cells in block 4, and into one of these 2 cells in block 6. And I can also mark down the digit 6 into one of these 2 cells in block 8. Alright, so it's kind of annoying, unresolvable pattern of these 6s, but it's alright. Let's see if there are any chances for me to place these 6s soon. Let's move on to another digit. These 4s point left to force the digit 4 into the cell in block 7. The other missing digits of block 7 are 3, 7, and 9. 3, 7, 9, the cell sees 9, so it's 3, 7, 3, 7, 9, and 3, 7, 9. The 7 points up and the 7 points left, so in block 5, the digit 7 is forced into column 6, and then the 7 points up to force the digit 7 into this cell in block 2. Or you couldn't, I mean, you can look at column 5 and say that 7 is a missing digit. This cell sees 7, and these 3 cells also see 7, but 7 still has to go somewhere in column 5. So in this column, the digit 7 is forced into this cell. There are two ways to look at it. They have the same outcome, so it depends on which one you want to use. Alright, I think that's it for 7s. Not much, honestly. Okay, these 9s point right. To force the digit 9 into one of these two cells in block 6, these 9s point down. This 8 points up and this 8 points right. So in block 2, the digit 8 is forced into column 6, and then these 8s point down. This cell sees another 8. Okay, so yeah, again, look at column 5. In column 5, 4 is a missing digit. These 3 open cells see a 4, but 4 still has to go somewhere in column 5. So in this column, the digit 4 is forced into this cell, because it can't go anywhere else in this column, so it has to go here. Now, this one points left. So in block 5, the digit 1 is forced into column 6. Okay, the missing digits of column 5 are 1, 5, and 8. 158, 158, 158. This cell sees 1, so it's 58. This cell sees 8, so it's 15. This cell sees 5, so it's 18. Okay. Um, sorry, give me a moment. Okay, this 9 points up, and this 9 points left. So in block 1, the digit 9 is forced into column 3, which eliminates 9 from this cell. These 9s point down to force the digit 9 into this cell in block 7. Alright, and then we got a 3-7 pair over here. So 3... Okay, so as you can see in block 7, no matter the combination 3-7 or 7-3, they're gonna both take up the 3 and 7 for row 7. So all other open cells in row 7 cannot contain 3 and 7 because they are here. So we can use these hidden 3s and 7s and say that these 7s point right, and this cell sees another 7, so in block 9, the digit 7 is forced into one of these two cells. You can also mark down the other missing digits of block 8. Well, we have a 158 triple here, meaning that the other 4 open cells contain the missing digits 2, 3, 6, and 9. And we know that these two cells cannot contain a 3. So 3s go down here. So we've got the 3, 6, and 9. So we still have the 2, which goes into one of these 3 cells. So I think this is the furthest deduction I can make. Hmm. Okay, this 4 points left, and this 4 points up. So in block 4, the digit 4 is forced into column 3, and then these 4s point up. Okay, in column 1, the missing digits are 1, 3, 4, and 7. This cell sees 3, so it's 1, 4, 7. This cell sees 4 and 7, so it can only contain either 1 or 3. In column 2, the missing digits are 1, 2, 3, and 7. This cell sees 1 and 2, so it can only contain 3 or 7. This cell sees a 7, so it's 1, 2, or 3. And I'm not going to mark down the cell. Alright. Okay, in column 9. In column 9, 1 and 7 are missing digits. These 3 open cells see 1 and 7, and this cell down here also sees 1 and 7 from the same row as this cell. But we still have to fit 1 and 7 somewhere in column 9. And it can only be these 2 open cells. No other open cells in column 9 can contain 1 and 7 apart from these 2 cells. Only these 2 cells are available for both 1 and 7. So these 2 cells actually form a 1-7 pair. In order to fit both 1 and 7 into column 9, the only combinations are 1-7 or 7-1, involving these 2 cells. So this 1-7 pair eliminates all other digits from... Wait, no. Yeah. What am I saying? Okay, yeah, this 1-7 pair eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. No other digits can be in a part of the 1-7 pair, because these 2 cells are strictly reserved for 1 and 7. So all other digits are eliminated from these 2 cells. This makes the other 4 open cells in column 9 contain the missing digits 5, 6, 8, and 9. This cell sees 6, 8, and 9. So this must be a 5. Alright, if I'm going a bit too fast, let me mark down all digits 1 to 9 in this cell and eliminate the digits which cannot go into the cell one by one. Okay, so first of all, it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So actually, even without finding this 1-7 pair, we can still place a 5 into this cell, because it sees every other digit. In Sudoku, we do not want empty cells, so we have to fit at least 1 digit into every cell, and of course, at most 1 digit into every cell as well, because only 1 digit can go into each cell. So this cell cannot contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But I still have to place a digit into this cell, so it must be a 5, because 5 is the only available option. Alright. And then, these 3 open cells form a 6, 8, 9 triple. This cell sees 6, so it's 8, 9. This cell sees 8, so it's 6, 9. And this cell sees 9, so it's 6, 8. Indeed, this marking is correct. Let me just mark 3, 5, 8, and 9. Since they're the missing digits of row 9. So did this 5 do anything for me? Yes, it did. These 5s force the digit 5 into one of these two cells in block 4, and these two cells actually form a 5-6 pair. As you can see in block 4, the digits 5 and 6 are missing, and these 5s and 6s force both 5 and 6 into these two cells only. Into one of these two cells only, but they share the same two cells. So the only combinations are 5-6 or 6-5, involving these two cells. So in order to fit both 5 and 6 into block 4, these two cells have to be reserved for 5 and 6, therefore eliminating all other digits from these two cells. No other digits can be in a part of the 5-6 pair. So, as you can see right now, I've eliminated 4 from this cell, because 4 cannot be in a part of the 5-6 pair. With these 4s, they force the digit 4 into this cell in block 4, and then these 4s point right. This cell sees another 4. So in block 6, the digit 4 is forced into this cell, followed by the 9, and lastly, the 6, which goes into the cell in block 6. Okay, this cell is an 8. Yeah, this 8 now points right, and after these cells are occupied, I can force the digit 8 into this cell in block 6. These 8s point up, and this cell sees another 8. So in block 3, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. These 8s force the digit 8 into this cell in block 2, and I can actually place the last 8 in the Sudoku puzzle, which goes into this cell. All 8s are placed. That's nice. Okay, so I can actually complete column 5 as well. This cell cannot contain 5 and 8. Okay, 3-9 pairs left in row 9. The missing digits of block 6 are 2 and 3, which makes the other open cells in row 5 1 and 7. Okay, so 2's here, the hidden 2 here, and this 2 points left. This cell sees another 2, and 2 cannot go into the 5-6 pair. So in block 4, the digit 2 is forced into this cell. And then these 2's point up, this cell sees another 2. Alright, 1, 3, and 7 are the missing digits of column 2. Okay, in row 3, 1 is a missing digit. This cell sees 1, and this cell sees the hidden 1 from block 5. You know the existence of the digit 1 in block 5, because in block 5, 1 is a missing digit, but cannot go into these two cells, because it sees this 1. So the digit 1 in block 5 is forced into column 6, which eliminates 1 from this cell. Okay, this cell sees 1, this cell sees a 1, and this cell also sees this 1. But 1 still has to go somewhere in row 3, so in this row, the digit 1 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 2, 4, 9 triple, but these two cells see another 4. But 4 still has to go somewhere in row 3, so the digit 4 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 2, 9 pair. Oh, okay, sorry. Somehow I missed this 9. Okay, so this could not be a 9. It must be a 2, which makes this 9. This 2 points down. No immediate effect. this 9 points right to force the digit 9 into one of these two cells in block 3. 4, 5, and 6 are the missing digits of block 2. This cell sees 6, so it's 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, and this cell sees 4, so it's 5 or 6. Alright, these twos force the digit 2 into this cell in block 1. Okay, let me mark down the missing digits of block 1. They include 1, which goes into one of these 3 cells, 3, because of this 3, the digit 3 is forced into one of these 2 cells, and we also have 4 into one of these 2 cells because of these 4s, and 7. And you notice that this cell does not, it cannot contain 1, 3, and 4, so it must be a 7. Because 1, 3, and 4 go into the other 3 open cells in block 1, and they cannot go into this cell, so it must be a 7. Or you could you could do it the other way, which is saying that this cell sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, so it must be a 7, as it is the only possible digit which can go into this cell. Okay, which makes this a 3, this a 7. Um, okay, hmm. This 7 points right, so in block 3, the digit 7 is forced into one of these 2 cells. Let me mark down the digit 1 into one of these 2 cells in block 3, and I also have the 5 in one of these 3 cells in block 3. These 5s point right, and this cell sees another 5. These 1s point right, and this cell sees another 1, so in block 9, the digit 1 is forced into this cell, which makes this cell a 7 and this a 1 to complete this column. Now I can force the digit 7 into this cell in block 3 after I place this 1. Okay, this 1 eliminates 1 from these 2 cells, making this cell a 1. 3, 4, I'm just following the markings around, should be correct. Yeah, these ones force the digit 1 into this cell in block 5. This cell is a 5 to complete this row, which makes this 6. This a 7. This cell is a 5 to complete this row, which makes this 6 and 4. This 6 points down, making this a 9. 3, 9. 2, 6. This 9 points up, making this a 5. This a 9. This 5 points back down, making this cell a 5, and this cell is a 3 to complete this row, which makes this 2, 3, and the Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in about 20 minutes. So I would say this puzzle is mostly straightforward. It's not really that difficult in terms of hard difficulty on its own. Like, of course, all the pairs and triples were important, such as the 1-7 pair in column 9. Yeah, I feel like this one was quite important. The 1-7 pair in column 9, and after you spot that, you also get the 6-8-9 triple in column 9. This 5, this cell had to be a 5, because it saw every other digit. This cell saw every other digit. So 5 was the only possible digit going into this cell. So this must be a 5. The one where I'm pointing at, in block 6, the digit 5, in the intersection of column 9 and row 5. Not sure. Yeah, I feel like completing most of column 5, uh, after placing the 7 and 4, you get the 1, 5, 8 triple down here, and then you also get to fill out 2, 3, 6, and 9 into the other 4 cells in block 8. So, yeah, spot those, and I think it's mostly fine. Yeah. pairs and triples are the most basic thing. Is a must in hard Sudokus. So yeah, hopefully this video helped. Even if you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Um, yeah, feel free to ask if you have anything else to ask. Alright, yeah, today is September 25th, 2024. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1194 and today's New York Times Hard Sudoku. Thanks for watching, I'll be back in tomorrow's video, so see you then. Bye! Bum, 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 bum.